Hello, and thank you for tuning in, Stampersdelight.com. So grab your coffee, grab your tea, and come stamp with me. So again, this is Celebration Sunday, and I can't believe that next Sunday is the last one. If you've been watching me, every Sunday I've been doing one of our free stamp sets or designer series paper, and this Sunday I'm going to use Approaching Perfection. That can be found on page 6. Again, these stamp sets are free with a $50 order before shipping and tax. If you'd like to place an order, go to Stampersdelight.com. This is my host code for February. And if it's more than $150, you don't want to use the host code so that you can get the hostess rewards yourself. Okay, and before we get started, just a quick reminder that my March online class will be featuring the butterfly bouquet. This comes out in March. So if you order either the suite or just the bundle from me, you're going to get a tutorial and card kits to make 6 cards, 3 designs, 2 of each. And there's more information in the description below, okay? So just want to remind you of that because the card kits are while supplies last. All right. So again, on page 6 is Approaching Perfection. And I'm going to show you a cute, quick, fun fold card to do with that. Okay, so let's get started. So let me show you the cards first that I did. And then I will show you how to make this. So this is a really cute, fun fold. Here's my envelope. And it's not hard at all. So let me bring it up close to the camera, and you open it this way. And you can see that I paired that up with some other stamp sets, which I'll show you in a minute. And then it opens this way, and then it opens this way. So when I saw some of these sayings or sentiments, I knew that Approaching Perfection with those great sentiments will go great with Hey Girlfriend, and the bundle of Hearts and Kisses. Now, I'm not using the whole bundle of this, but Hearts and Kisses, okay, looks like that. And it is a bundle, and it comes with the punch, okay? And, of course, Hey Girlfriend is another stamp set. So if you're looking for something to purchase to get to that $50, these 2 stamp sets and or bundles are perfect. So using the Approaching Perfection, that's that sentiment right there. Again, I used the Hey Girlfriend, colored that with my blends, and still shots will be on my blog, Stampersdelight.com. And then, of course, there's the sentiment from that. And the You Go Girl is from the Hearts and Kisses. Okay, so this is that cute fun fold. Let me show it to you in another designer series paper from our mini catalog. And I'll have all the descriptions of the designer series paper that I used, okay? So this one is Newsflash. I thought I needed to do something more masculine, so I thought that would be a good one. Newsflash, birthdays are good for your health. And again, there you go. And of course, I used our sequins on this card, which are in the annual catalog. Such a cute fun fold, right? Okay, so let me show you how I did that. The first thing you're going to do is you are going to take a piece of whatever card base you want, and that is going to be, and I'll put the measurements below also. This is going to be 5.5 by 9.25. Okay, so it's 9.25 by 5.5. And that is scored at 3 inches right here. And then slide it through, and you're going to do it at 3.25, right? I'm sorry, 3.5 and 7.75. That'd be kind of funny, wouldn't it? Okay, so you can just barely see my score line. So this is the 3.5. Let me get my bone folder out here. I already pre-scored this just because these are just quick videos for Sundays, okay? There is the 3.5. Here is the 7.75. And that starts the first part of your fun fold. Now, to layer that up, what you're going to use is, again, I am using some designer series paper from the Celebration. It's hard for me to say Celebration. I just like to say Celebration. Okay, and this is the ones I'm using is also free with a $50 order. That's the paper Blooms. And that is on page 3. So what I did was I layered that up. And this piece right here is just, this is 3 1/4 by 5 1/4. So that layers up real nice right there. And then I took that paper Blooms and I just layered that up and did like 1/16 of an inch all the way around the paper. Okay, so it is roughly, I don't even know. I mean, I just trim off like 1/8 of an inch all the way around. So let me just go ahead and layer that up. And you can just use your paper trimmer and do that. Let me just layer this. You're going to love how easy this card is to make. We're going to layer that right there. And then we are going to layer that up. And we are placing that. Oh, and the colors are Rococo Rose, and this is Seaside Spray. Then this flap right here, I've taken a piece of Seaside Spray, and this is 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. That layers up right there. And then for the strip, I did it, again, about a 1/16 of an inch all the way around to layer that up. Sometimes I don't measure. I just put it in the paper trimmer and trim a little bit off, or use my paper snips. And we are going to layer that right here. So that's going to go right up there. And there's the first part of your card. The next piece you're going to need is a 3 by 6 piece of the Rococo Rose. I mean, you can use any other colors that you want. This is Rococo Rose, and this is 3 by 6, and it's scored right in the middle at 3 inches. So I'm just going to fold that for now. Oh, I did score it. I surprised myself. Okay, so I scored that at 3 inches. That's going to be the flap that goes right here. But before we get into that, let's layer that up. So this is 3 inches. So this piece is actually, again, just about 1/16 around of the Seaside Spray. Then I brought in another piece of that beautiful designer series paper. And again, just about 1/16 of an inch, just so you have a little bit of an edge. Let me bring that up closer so you can see it. Sometimes it's hard to measure because it's such a small amount. But that's where our paper trimmers come in, because they are so handy. Just to trim just a smidge, as I call it. And if you watch my videos, you know I am not a mathematician, so I say smidge. Okay, we're going to layer that right on top there. This is actually going to get glued right on here, just like this. Okay, so on that flap or fold, the back of this goes right on there. So I am going to go ahead, and I'm using my Stamp and Seal. I do recommend a heavy adhesive, Stamp and Seal Plus, Tombow would work, or our tear and tape. Okay, that's going to get glued right there. And that's what makes the flaps. There you go. Look how easy that was. There's my flaps. And then what you're going to do is you are just going to stamp and layer whatever you want on here. So this little piece right here is, I believe, 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Again, I'm just taking just a small amount around the edge. And I am going to stamp that with the Age to Perfection, or Approaching Perfection. And I'm going to bring in my Rococo Rose for that. Great birthday sayings on this. I love this. especially if you forgot somebody's birthday. So I am going to go ahead and stamp that right there. Now what I'm going to do is I am also going to grab the Seaside Spray. And right on top of that, I'm going to grab the balloon from this stamp set and put that right in the middle there. Ta-da! Very light, but you got a couple, and you could add extra balloons if you want. That's going to get layered right here. Now you can pop that on dimensionals also if you'd like it. I'm just going to go ahead and glue that down. Okay, so there's your first flap. When you open it up, now I'll bring in the other card so I can show you the way I did this one. And I'll bring that in and show you the way I added to it. So this one I did the same way, but when I opened it up, I actually put another piece in here. You don't have to, and I'm not going to do that for this one, just to show you a little bit of a difference. Okay, so now we got to do the inside of these two pieces. Again, this is 3 by 3, and these are just a 1/16 of an inch smaller. You can use your scraps for this. That's what's so great about this. I'm going to bring these in. The first thing I'm going to do is I am going to bring in a piece of paper so I don't stamp on my background. I'm going to bring in my memento, and I am going to take the girl, one of the girls from Hey Girlfriend. I am going to stamp her on there. I don't care if I miss the feet, but I want to make sure I get all of her. I'm going to bring in the little kitten from there. Whoop, my little kitten fell off. Let me flip that around. My little kitten fell off. Yes, mistakes are made, but there's always ways to fix those. Okay. Grab the little kitten again. Okay. I'm using blends, but you can use any of our markers if you'd like. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the light petal pink for her face. Give her some color here. Okay. I'm going to bring in the light smoky slate. And I'm going to grab the nubby end, and I'm going to do some leggings. Don't you just love this fold? I'm also going to do the kitten in the light gray. Now these are blends, but these are so small, these little images. I'm not doing the light and dark, okay? I'm just going to grab that. Okay, now I'm going to bring in some, let's see, what other colors do I want to bring in here? I'm going to bring in my Rococo Rose. Now this one, I am going to do her dress in light and dark, because that's, or her top, because that's a little bit bigger of an image, and I'm just going to add some dark to that. I'm going to flip around and use that nubby end again, or bullet end, because I have a little more control over it. And you can see I'm just blending that up. So one thing I did want to mention also is this pattern paper right here, this designer series paper of the one I already showed you, is actually designer series paper coming in the new catalog, but you can get that with your starter kit when you join Stampin' Up! And Stampersdelight under me. The starter kit comes with 200 pieces of designer series paper in our colors, but the patterns are actually from upcoming catalogs, okay? So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take the light, and I'm just going to do her bow. And I'll leave her pocketbook for a minute. I'm going to take, let's see, this one is our light rich razzleberry. And I'm going to add some color here to this little flower. And maybe I'll make her pocketbook the same color. Okay, we'll put the little flower here too. All right, for her hair, I'm actually going to bring in my dark crumb cake and light crumb cake. And I'll blend that up. So I'm going to start with the dark. And again, I'm going to grab the bullet end and I'm just going to add some dark streaks here. Then I'll blend the light into that. And I'll give her light brown eyes. I'm going to bring in my dark petal pink, and again the bullet end because this is real small. And I'm just going to dot some pink on her lips. Okay, I think I got her all done. Move these out of the way. She is going to go right here. So I am going to go ahead and glue that down. Again, I'm using the Stamp and Seal, and of course I'm using the other side of that because I didn't like the little kitty. Okay, now on the inside here, we are going to put So What, You're a Year Older, You're Fabulous. So I'm going to bring in that other piece of basic white. I'm going to stamp So What. Sometimes they come out a little crooked only because I'm not standing up doing this. And then I'm going to bring in again the balloon with the Seaside Spray. Just do a little image right there. Okay, so I'll bring that up so you can see that. I'm going to glue that down right here. That goes right inside there. Right, there's the next piece. Then we're going to grab another piece of our basic white, and this is 4 by 5 1/4. And I am going to go ahead and use the from the next stamp set, the Hearts and Kisses. I'm going to put you Go Girl. Okay, so I'm going to stamp You Go Girl right in the middle. I'm going to grab Happy Birthday. Right there. Okay. And I don't like the way that came out, so I'm going to do it again. I think I'm going to put Happy Birthday first. I think I'm going to like it better that way. There we go. Then the You Go Girl. That's what's great about having 2 pieces of cardstock, or 2 sides to the cardstock. You Go Girl. All right, then I'm going to bring in this great lipstick. And again, this is from the Hearts and Kisses. I'm going to do that in the Seaside Spray. Now, I'm going to tap it off once. I want it very light, and I'm just going to put that right over there so you can hardly see it. Look how great all those sets go together. I am going to go ahead and glue this together. When I make a mistake, and you're watching me, it's because I don't edit my videos. What you see is what you get with me. And then that goes just like this. Look at that. So there's your first part of it. You open it this way. And this is where you can put another piece of cardstock and have a sentiment in there. You open it that way. You open it this way. So what I'm going to do, instead of putting another sentiment in there, I'm going to grab our sequins. And I'm going to use the blue colored sequins. Just looking for my Okay, well, it's not here, so we will use something else. Oh, there it is. Looking for my take your pick tool. And I am just going to add some sequins around here. I'm using the larger ones right there. And then maybe I'll grab a small one right here and a small one right here. So now when you look at it, it looks like this. And then you can open it and open it and open it. What'd you think? Just another little thing I'm going to add to it. I am going to give her some Wink of Stella because I want it to shimmer a little bit. So let's do that. There we go. So adding Wink of Stella. Even on the little kitty cat. So we have a little shimmer and shine there. Okay. That's my quick, easy, fun fold for Celebration Sunday. But don't forget your envelope. I'm going to bring that in. And I am going to use the birthday candles. And I'm going to use those in the Rococo Rose right here. I'm going to do it again on the back. And just because I like this lipstick, I'm going to use the Seaside Spray. Tap it off once. Put that right across that. Tap it off once. Put it right across that. So now you have birthday candles and that great lipstick. And there you have it. My great fun fold, quick, easy fun fold for today. There's the first one. Here's the other one that I did in the Magenta Madness and the Highland Heather of the new Designer Series paper when you join my team and the family of Stampin' Up. And there's those lips from the Hearts and Kisses. And then we have the more masculine one right here. Definitely can use this with any stamp set. Great fun fold. So I hope you enjoyed this week's Celebration Sunday, and I'll be back with you next Sunday with the very last one. Don't forget to get your Celebration stamp sets or Designer Series paper by February 28th. Place your orders, Stampersdelight.com. Thank you so much. Keep on stamping, Stampers. Bye.